let's get straight into it, Momo.
Let's just go straight away. Sleepover episode.
Oh yeah, sleepover, pajama bottoms. We're kind of matching, but not really.
Mia's are so cute. Can you
They're
show
from
them the little
Primark.
pocket on the bum?
Oh yeah,
because it's really cute.
You want to see my butt?
Look at that. It's so cute.
It is cute as fuck. Too.
It is really sweet.
Anyway, they're from Primark.
Pry.
They're from Primark in case anyone wants them. Anyway, So this episode, we're talking about situationships, Mama.
Yeah.
We've both been in a situationship before.
Yeah.
Let's start there. We've lived long lives, you know?
Yeah, we have.
Like, probably multiple at some point. Like, it happens. And unfortunately, in day-to-day society, I feel like situationship, the word gets thrown around so fucking much. And it's used as a comfort blanket on, like, things that probably either aren't that deep or are that deep as a cover-up. And that's the fucking team.
Before we even get into this, my biggest pet peeve of this generation is that there are probably more situationships percentage-wise than there are relationships.
Yeah, I agree.
And that makes me feel sick.
Me when I'm like this, yeah, I agree. Yeah. It's like, you know, when they film those like rapping videos, singing videos, and it dangles from them. So we're gonna answer some questions that no one asked. So here we go. But it's just kind of like discussion style.
Yeah.
So, what do you think actually counts as a situationship? / have you ever been in one?
Yes. So wait. So what do I think?
So what do you actually think counts as a situationship? Like to you?
In my opinion, a situationship is where two people are dating and seeing each other regularly and basically doing. This is like, I've never seen a situationship that doesn't end up being what I'm about to say. It might not start like this. It might start way more casual than this, but this is what it always ends up being. You see each other very regularly. You sleep together. You go on dates. You hang out. It's very much you come over for sex and you sleep over and you hang out and you chat and you're also friends. And you are basically dating without a label.
Yeah.
And the reason that the label situationship gets slapped on it is because one of the two or both of the two have commitment issues or have been traumatized in a past relationship or have bad relationship behaviors and they are scared of getting into a relationship because if they think they're in a relationship, then they have the capacity to hurt each other. So they'd rather not put the name relationship on it because that way everyone is safe. And I hate them. And I think they should all go die in a hole. Not the people. Yeah.
You're done.
As in that as a concept. I think it's horrible.
Yeah.
And I it's so sad to me that we're at a place where that's so normal.
I fucking agree. I can't even add anything to that because you hit that nail on the fucking head.
But yes, I have been in one, but then it developed into more. So we have different things because you've been in one that then turned into nothing. And I was in one that turned into a relationship. Yeah. So...
And I think also like what is funny, and I guess we'll find out. Not funny. It's not funny. But like we were in two different positions.
Yes. Yeah, we were the opposites.
I'm not laughing.
No, but we've
sorry.
always been like that because you are an anxious... Sorry, no, I am an anxious attachment and you're an avoidant, which has always been like the friendship works because I call you out when you're doing behaviours that I'm like, this is not helpful for your relationship, and you call me out when I'm being a needy bitch.
And that's the tea, and that is the tea. Why do you think situationships are so common now? / do you think social media and dating apps have made situationships worse?
Do you want to go for this one?
So, why do I think situationships are so common now? You know what, actually, having the foot in the other shoe or whatever the fuck that phrase is. Foot on the other the shoe on the other foot.
I need to make a compilation of what was it? The cat? The cat out to dry or something? Or rinsing the cat dry? And what was this one?
I think it was
the
beating a dead horse. I think
that's in the other
what
shoe.
I was looking
beating
for.
A dead horse.
Yeah, I think that's what I was looking for.
But we ended up with rinsing a cat dry.
Yeah, something like that.
Of course.
Sounds better.
Sorry, carry on.
What even was the fucking question? Oh, why do you think situationships are so common? Having the shoe on the other foot and like...
I feel like you're about to say.
I think that, like, from my own experiences, like, I was probably unaware that the situationship was occurring.
Yes.
So it's like, from my perspective, I understand why they're so common now. Maybe not the word situationship, but like the way that we date this generation, I fucking hate, because like there is so much subconscious pressure when you're going on a date with someone, for example, and you're sitting there and you're getting to know them. Yes, you're getting to know them. No, this is lovely. But subconsciously, you're getting to know them in a different way than you would if you were like at the pub just having a chat with someone who's just like accidentally bumped into you. Oh, you're not seeking a partnership with this person. Whereas when you're going on date, I'm only speaking from personal experience, it's like going on dates and stuff. I mean, like, I've never been on a dating app, so I can't really speak for that side. But like, I'm getting to know you, but it's coming from a place of like, can I date you? Instead of me getting to know you.
Yeah, that's why I've always hated dating apps. Because I hate the idea, and that's why I've always hated the concept of going on a date with the intention.
Exactly, yeah.
Because it's like you're forcing a romantic narrative, and then even if you get to a point where you could have a romantic relationship in the future, you completely bypass the friendship stage, so you don't get to know each other on that level first. So then you could end up in a situationship or relationship where
your brain's morphed because you don't know if you actually connect with the person.
You maybe you're sexually compatible and maybe you're romantically compatible to like do date things with and stuff like that, but are you actually friends? As a basis, which is why I would always pick somebody or like
someone you know,
like you're saying, like if you bump into somebody at the pub and you chat to them all night with no romantic intentions at all, and you just get on, and then they ask to see you, it's so much more authentic than going on a dating app, seeing someone you're physically attracted to and going, we should go on a date because I'm physically attracted to you, so therefore that makes us compatible.
Agreed. And like, I think also that is why situationships are so common now, because it's like we are only seeking almost like the shallow bit of dating.
It's so shallow.
It's like, obviously you're going to end up in something where you're like, well, we're cosplaying dating and like we're doing all the dating stuff, but why do I not emotionally feel invested in you? Oh, it's a situationship because it's not that deep, but like we're doing all the dating things. And I think that's why it's so common, because we find it as a generation so hard to like see past, like it's just more.
And I also think this is what I was going to say. That's why I think people relationship hop so quickly, because or relationship / situationship hop so fast, is because we're in this generation where you're not friends, you don't build a foundation of friendship before you date. What you do is you go, and I've seen this firsthand multiple times, you end a relationship, you're so used to the comfortability of that behaviour, of going on dates, of staying over, of cooking together, of doing whatever that relationshipy stuff is, and then you find somebody who you're physically attracted to and very easily fits into that slot. And so there is no need for emotional compatibility at all, because that person will do all of that stuff with you regardless of that. And then after a few months pass, you realise that it's hollow because there's no foundation there, there's no friendship there. And actually all you've done is just literally take a person and put it into the empty little puzzle piece that's left you a month prior. And it's filled that hole for you. It's like you've built a house with like shaving foam rather than cement. Like it does kind of stand up, but then you go in and a bit of rain falls and you're like, wait, why do I feel sad again? And it's like, because you never actually worked on filling that hole yourself. You just found a literal filler for it. And it doesn't mean you don't have fun with that person or anything like that. Like you can have a great time with them, but it's not conducive to a successful relationship, which is why they end up being situationships rather than relationships.
Clock it.
Question that I had is, do you think that the people you end up in relationships with or in situationships with are the same type of person that you would swipe on a dating app?
I think
yes and no.
I kind of agree in the sense of, this is going to
depends if their profile was fire.
This sounds bad, but it's not meant with bad intentions. The people that I have been in relationships with in my life, if I'd have seen them on dating apps, I probably wouldn't have swiped on them.
Yes.
Because
absolutely,
the basis of the reason, the love that I have for them is not built on their physical attraction. It's built on the friendships that we had prior to becoming romantic. And so, no, I probably wouldn't have swiped on them, because the physical attraction wasn't what drew me to them. It was the friendship and the emotional connection.
I also think you can be physically attracted to someone, and you can, on your scale, they could be a 7 or an 8, and on a dating app that is just no.
Yeah.
Like on a dating app, you are swiping on people that you consider probably an 8, 9, or 10. So at that point where someone is like a 7 on your scale, on a dating app, you're just like, well, I can find better in the next swipe.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah. And that is horrible, and that is why I hate today's society. But it's so true. Like when you, because how can we do that as human beings? How can we put every like single person on that app, all of their worth is diminished into, is your first photo on your profile really, really hot? And if it's not, and also but also, and if it's not, if your description isn't that great or your first photo isn't that great, we could have chemistry that is off the charts and we will never know, because I've seen someone hotter 5 swipes before you, so I'm just going to swipe you the other way, or however it works.
Yeah.
That's why I'm absolutely fucking like, I actually just don't think I will ever be able to bring myself to create a dating profile, just because the whole idea of it absolutely terrifies me.
Like
I'm like
talking about self-worth. It's literally like you're literally minimizing yourself to your appearance.
T.
And like, oh, what kind of funny like prompt can I put that's not even really a reflection of my personality? It's just what I've seen that looks successful on other people's profiles, and what do I think people will find funny? Not genuinely anything serious or sincere or authentic at all. What do I think is going to be perceived the best way?
Have you ever been the one who didn't want labels? Have you ever been on the other side / wanting more than the other person? And then that kind of joins into this one. Have you ever avoided that conversation on purpose / why?
I think we have opposite
experiences.
Yes, I have put off the conversation, and I have, because I was the one who knew that
you didn't want the answer.
I didn't want. I knew that.
Did you know the answer? Like, did you know? Like, was it kind of like you were avoiding it because I was avoiding it
because I think I knew that I was in deeper than him. I knew that I was catching feelings. I knew it, and I was putting off the conversation because this is honestly the God truth. I thought that we were actually both on the same wavelength, and maybe I was one step ahead. Like, I literally had my foot one step ahead than him, but I knew I was catching feelings, and I think he knew he was also catching feelings. But I knew if I said anything, he was in a point in his life where he would go, oh yeah, no, I want casual.
Yeah. So
I knew if I brought it up, it would begin a conversation that I didn't want to have, because I didn't want it to end, because I liked him.
Yeah.
But that is so damaging, because it's damaging to yourself, because you're getting yourself in deeper into something that potentially hurts you.
Yeah.
Because you're just putting off that conversation. I mean, I ended up lucky, so I'm okay. But I think situationships are messy because of that. Because also I think there is always going to be one person who, like, differing reasons. Yeah. Like, it could just be you're not ready for a relationship. It could be because you don't like that person that much. It could be a bunch of different reasons. But for whatever reason, you are in a situationship because one or two of you is not ready.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Yeah.
And that's why it's like, yeah, of course I don't want to have that damn conversation, because that means we have to stop whatever this is, and I'm having fun, and I like you, and I don't want to stop seeing you. So I don't want to have that conversation.
I think it's also kind of inevitable, like, even like if you get into a situationship where like both parties are giving, let's just like be casual.
Someone's always lying.
Someone's gonna catch feelings. Someone
is, but also someone is always lying. And I've been the liar in the sense of like, I've had the conversations where I've been like, no, it's casual for me too. I literally don't care. Yeah. Of course I care. I'm literally falling in love with you.
I wonder if it's also like, you know, like the theory, it's not theory, it's fucking science probably. Like, if you pretend to fall asleep, like you're probably gonna fall asleep, or like if you pretend to yawn, you're probably gonna yawn. Like you're there's like a neurotic system that your brain can like convince you of something, or like physical reactions will then like force your brain, or like kind of like emotional recall that we did at Conti, like when you like breathe like this, your brain then
responds
accordingly. I wonder if like being in situationships and like cosplaying relationshipy stuff then will like, that's why like being in a situationship, like someone will catch feelings confused. Because or like confused because your brain is going, oh, we're doing this physically, ding ding ding, relationship, okay, ding ding ding, I'm in love with you. And like I wonder if like, because I mean like but like yes, you can do all the like cosplaying relationship stuff and like actually not catch feelings, like understandable, but then it's like obviously there's two parties, so it's like 1 in 2 chance that someone's gonna know it.
And I also think it's like, for a situationship to work, aka just like a casual relationship to work, both parties have to be honest. Page, not even on the same page, but you have to be honest with your feelings. I mean, like, I'm a massive hypocrite, like I'm not saying that I do this, I'm just saying if there was a world where a situationship works, it's one where both parties are genuinely signed up to go, as soon as I catch any feelings, I'm telling you, because we're gonna have to end it, because someone's gonna get hurt if we continue it. And I don't think that as human beings we have the capacity to have that honesty, because as soon as you get a taste of what you like, and as soon as you're having fun, and maybe the sex is good, and maybe you're best friends, and maybe you hang out all the time, you're not gonna want to call that off. Who in their right mind is gonna be like, oh I'm gonna say this piece of information that I'm catching feelings, and I can pretty much guarantee that's gonna make you run for the hills? No, I'm not going to say that. I want you to stick around. Facts. I like you.
The next question, before I say my point, the next question kind of leads me on to this. What's your biggest dating red flag? So.
Okay.
What I found out about myself recently.
Go on, let's go.
I just can't do it. I'm like, not to stereotype, but I ain't no better than no man. But I don't know, like, I've been in love before, but also what I found out recently, I guess, was like, I have definitely been in love before, I think, but I don't think that I have experienced love on the deepest level, obviously, but as in like, I don't actually know if I have been in love before, because speaking to people who have been in like infatuation, like deep in love, I don't think I felt that. Like the way they describe it, I'm like, oh, that's really interesting, because I don't think that I felt
in your
that
most
before.
recent relationship. You don't think like. Because I do think like each relationship you enter into, you experience a different version of love as you grow up. And so it just shifts slightly. Like I'd say your first ever relationship is more of an infatuation than love. And then as time passes and as you enter into new relationships, as you get older, it shifts into this like just more adult, more all-encompassing version. But you don't think that you've...
I think
do you think you've experienced like more infatuation?
Not even. I think like kind of what we spoke about before, like with the whole like I seek more friendships and family dynamic than relationship. But I think the last relationship I was in, definitely like the love that I felt for that person was like he spent Christmas at my family home, like we were like family. But then I think there's another layer that like I don't know, and like maybe I have, from all the relationships that I've had, like they've all been like long-term-ish, like a few years at least, so it's like over that time obviously the love will change and like things will happen and like it'll get stronger, and there'll be times where you're like, oh, this is tough, and like anything like blah blah blah, so it's like hard to kind of like overview to like however many years. But like I don't know, it's like definitely opened my eye, like having conversations with people who the way that they describe how they were in love, it really has opened my eyes to be like, oh, like I get it, squeak, like I understand loving someone so much that like your family's my family and we are family, and like I will literally like die on a hill for you. Like could jump in front of a car, but there's still that slight, I don't know, and I don't know what it is, and it's not like I wasn't attracted to them, or I didn't sexually did this. There's not one thing that I can pinpoint, because overviewing it, I'm like, well, yes, I was in love, but I'm like, I don't know if I have felt love that I was like, I don't know.
I have a question.
Know. Yeah, go on, hit me.
Have you been in love with somebody where you've genuinely seen your entire life laid out in front of you with them?
No.
You've never had that?
But I also think, because, which I also found out recently, I think that I have commitment issues because I've never been able to, and I don't know whether, not to psychoanalyze myself, I don't know whether this comes from, I have this thing where I hate people leaving my life, like even just friendships and families, like I have to have them still. I can't have people walk out. Please don't walk out.
Don't
like I
leave
will
me.
literally crash out. But like I can't connect completely. I can never ever just throw my all into something. I'm still 1 foot out the door in case you leave. And especially with relationships, that's why I kind of deal with breakups not easily, but it's because I know it's inevitable. Like every single relationship I've ever gotten into, I knew it's going to come to an end. Not because I wanted it to come to an end, or I hoped it come to an end. I just know, because in my brain I won't not let myself, but like it's everything comes to an end. Like everyone gets divorced, or like everything will come to an end. And like,
and do you think that that's a reflection of what you've watched growing up? Maybe?
100%.
Because I feel like we cosplay what we've seen through our parents, maybe. So maybe it's almost a direct reflection of like your family dynamic and what you've seen. Like if you've not seen successful relationships growing up around you, you're gonna have that view. You're gonna feel like everything's always coming to an end, and there's no point, because I know that it doesn't work type thing, or I know that something will mean that we end up not being together in the future.
I think it's 100% family thing, because even talking to my cousin about it, like we kind of similar, like it's funny because last time I was home, she turned to me, she was like, this is so weird we're having this conversation, because like I thought that you were like a relationship person, because I've been in quite a few relationships, so it's like, she was like, I thought you were a relationship person, and I was like, that's crazy you say that, because I'm definitely not, but like I just so have fell into these relationships, and again it's all been natural, and like I've had amazing experiences with people, like no bad blood with anyone that I've been with, but like it's funny speaking to her about it, like we had the same like growing up experience, but like we've never had like two people in love and it not like to look up to, I guess. Like, and that's no one's fault, but it's like there's not one like couple that I know, and like maybe it's something deep rooted in my brain I need to just like somehow demolish, but like every couple that I look at, even people who are so clearly in love, I'm like, well, something's got to, like, you probably bicker about so and so, or like there has to at least be there's
something that's going to mean it doesn't work.
Or like, you're not happy. There's no way you can be happy and still together.
I have to like actively fight that part of my brain that goes, these are the representations of love I have in my life. Does that mean I'm inevitably going to end up in a relationship like that? Because I don't want, like, I have to then be like, no, I don't just have to copy what I've seen. Like my life doesn't have to just be that, because that's what I've seen around me. I think that's a psychological thing potentially. Like growing up in that environment will cause you to be pessimistic about it. But I don't think that means, I think you just need to sort of fight it.
How, like, I'm like, me when I'm just like offloading on you, but like it's like a weird realization, I think, because it's like it's something that I had no idea that I thought.
I think when you end up in a relationship next with someone, I think it will just be a case of like maybe we recheck in, and like I think you just will have to, like, that part of your brain, let it go, like allow yourself to see that future. Like, even if, and I know it's like, if you're feeling pessimistic about it, and I'm sure there's people that listen that might have a similar situation,
hit me up.
Like, but like, I think it's so vital to let yourself be delusional and let yourself, like, even if people are like, well, don't be silly, like, you're obviously not going to get married and have 5 kids. Let yourself think that. Let yourself enjoy that feeling. And then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
True.
But there's no point in holding yourself back in a relationship and not enjoying that feeling and not feeling that love that you're not sure if you felt yet. That's probably what it is. You've not allowed yourself to relax and enjoy the, like, endorphin hit of that feeling.
Yeah.
Because you're worried about the outcome, so you're not going to almost waste your breath.
I think I just need to unlearn. It's going to take a while, but I think I didn't realize, so now I'm realizing, I'm literally, everything that I look at, I'm seeking it's all subconscious, which is why it's harder to kind of like control, because even like
like it's not conscious thought. You're not trying to be like
it's
that.
like, why am I trying to get out, not trying to get out, but like I'm like searching for like, okay, well, like, what's going to be the reason why this ends then? And I'm like searching, and that makes it harder when there actually isn't a reason. Oh my fucking god. God forbid the universe isn't setting me up, like, what the fuck. And then I'm like, and then as soon as like said person turns around and goes, yeah, this is end, I'm like, I knew it was coming. See, I told you. It's a
protection method.
Yeah,
you're just protecting yourself, so you're putting up that wall so that you don't get hurt, even though you are still going to be hurt.
Yeah,
and then you can just pretend that you're not hurt because you saw it coming.
That's the tea, mum. Wow.
Not to snatch your wig.
No, but like deadass. Well, this turned into a therapy session for me, didn't it? No, but deadass though, like.
Yeah.
And this is again from like what we were talking about, yin and yang. This is why, like,
we're so different
definitely come to you, like, mostly. Well, I come to you for any advice, point blank. But like, especially like relationship advice, because you are we're completely
different.
Opposite.
Yeah.
So it's like, I need to understand the other side of it 100%.
Yeah, because you're so pessimistic is the wrong word, just realistic, I'd say, about relationships. And I am so love a girl delusional,
but that's,
and I would not change it for the world.
Yeah, too.
Like, I would literally die on that hill. I don't care. Now I'm older, I'm a lot less afraid to say this. I think because it's like, what have you got to lose? If I go, oh, this is like making me unhappy, or I've been feeling a weird vibe recently, or anything like that, if that person turns around and tells me to piss off and they don't want to work through it, then okay, I can't do anything about it. Like, all right, that's that done then. Like, if you don't want to, 100%. We can't continue like that. So then it's done, and I've not lost anything because I've just been honest. And if that person doesn't value the relationship as highly as I do to work through the thing, then the relationship isn't strong enough anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't think I used to think like that.
I think that is a maturity thing, as in like getting older thing as well. It's like we stop trying to like beg someone to be better. Oh. See, mama. Wow. No, but yeah, like love you, and
love you in the way you need it.
Yeah, and it's like, if someone is to turn around and go, I can't give you this, I think as you get older, it's like, okay, well then bye then. I'm not gonna beg you to fucking like, I shouldn't have to tell you how to like be with me.
It's the thing of going, if you're gonna be changing, like, this is what I've been experiencing recently. If you yourself are changing and growing as a person and bettering yourself as a person because you want to, and you're doing it for you, and you just naturally are, separate to me, separate to a relationship, that's great. It's benefiting the relationship. I'm really happy about that. But if somebody is changing because of the relationship or because you've asked them to, that change is not going to be something that's sustainable, because it's the same as mental health, in my opinion. If somebody wants to help themselves, they will. And it doesn't matter how many people scream and shout at them and put them in a locked room and scream at them to change. They're not going to change till they want to change. And that's what it is. It's like, I'm not going to wait around for somebody to change. You're either changing for yourself or you're not. And I don't want you to change for me. I need you to be doing it for yourself.
Put on a t-shirt, bitch.
Yeah. I'd say we're both doing pretty well in our love lives, though. As in, like, we're just... No, but as in, like...
Yeah.
I think...
No, but I'm so happy, like...
Yeah, that's what I mean. We're both happy and we're both okay.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Tea. I honestly have never been happier, so that's on tea.
Okay.
All right.
Well, shall we wrap?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.